And finally, page 252, uncontrolled cell growth. Why is cell growth regulated so carefully? The principal reason may be that the consequences of uncontrolled cell growth in a multicellular organism are very severe. Cancer, a disorder in which some of the body's own cells lose the ability to control growth, is such an example. Cancer cells do not respond to the signals that regulate the cell growth of most of the cells, and that's what cancer is. It's out of control cell growth. As a result, they divide uncontrollably and form masses of cells called tumors. Oh man, what is a tumor? Great quiz question. Mass of uncontrolled growing cells. Cancer cells may break loose from tumors and spread throughout the body, disrupting normal activities and causing serious medical problems or even death. Figure 10.9 shows a typical cancer cell. 10.9, okay. What causes the loss of growth that characterizes cancer? The various forms of cancer have many causes, including smoking tobacco, radiation exposure, and even viral infection. All cancers, however, have one thing in common. The control over the cell cycle is broken down. Some cancer cells will no longer respond to the external growth regulators, while others fail to produce the internal regulators that ensure orderly growth. An astonishing number of cancer cells have a defect in a gene called p53, which normally halts the cell cycle until all chromosomes have been properly replicated. Damaged or defective p53 genes cause a cell to lose the information needed to respond to signals that would normally control their growth. Cancer is a serious disease. Understanding and combating cancer remains a major scientific challenge, but scientists at least know where to start. Cancer is a disease of the cell cycle, and conquering cancer will require a much deeper understanding of the process that controls cell division. Okay, well, pretty simple chapter. Let's go ahead and look at our objectives. Explain how cancer cells are different from other cells. Well, can you explain how they're different? If you say something like, well, they are different because they have uncontrolled growth, their cell regulatory mechanisms aren't working, you got it. And can you identify a factor that can stop cells from growing? Sure. They're called internal regulators and external regulators. Yeah. All right, class, thank you very much. Remember that you have your section objectives to do, section assessment, page numbers 1 through 5, or sharpening your skills. I hope you're doing well, class. I will see you on the next class period. Be sure to be ready for your quiz. Mr. Worley signing off. God loves you. So do I. Bye.